Breakin Ballz with Johnny P.
What are you breaking my balls for?
All right, everybody, welcome to another episode of Breakin Ballz. I'm your host, Johnny P., and joining me tonight for my co-hosts, we have Garry the Captain Pastore, and we have Concetta Rose with us tonight. How you doing tonight? Good?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm mad, but I'm all right.
What are you doing being mad?
Okay, so let me try to summarize it. So ultimately, there's a contractor working on my mom's house, and he's been working on the house. He's supposed to fix the gutters and power wash. That's it. Fix the gutters, power wash. Okay? It's going on a month now. The gutters are still leaking. Okay? The power wash had to take 2 days instead of one. They ended up power washing like a bench in my mom's backyard, broke the bench because the power washer was too down. Like things like this, right? The first day my mom hired him, he made her leave to go get a cash deposit. Leave her own house. Not good. While he stood in my driveway. I wasn't there.
Why didn't you call the boys up?
So I'm saying my mom made this deal. Or is somebody, a friend of a friend of a friend, okay? So it's a favor in a way. But the guy has all his money and my mother's gutters are leaking. Today he starts to tell her, every day this week he's told her, we'll come tomorrow, we'll check out the gutters tomorrow.
See, that's not good.
Tomorrow. He hasn't been there. Oh, it's been damp outside. We can't seal it. So I'm getting more and more mad for her. And then she sends him a message. She puts me on the text chain now. So I'm reading everything and I'm just like boiling because she's a sweet old lady. She looks like Mrs. Claus. And that's the way people should treat her, like Mrs. Claus. And she's my queen. So I feel very heated when people don't treat her the way. Anyway, very long story short, I realize I have an extremely hot button issue, and it's my mom. If you mess with my mom, that's it. It's over. I don't see red because I black out. I don't know what color I see, but I'm just, even now talking about it, my heart is racing. I'm starting to sweat.
You're so sweet. You're so sweet. You know, I didn't see this fire in your belly.
Do you guys have that with your moms? No?
Yeah.
Or a family member that you would
my mom's gone a long time, but I wouldn't do anything. Are you kidding me? I almost killed a doctor.
Yeah? Okay, good.
I swear to God. He said in front of me, he goes, stop being such a crybaby. Now, my mom was in the hospital with heart failure.
Oh, my God.
So, it was bad. I got thrown out of the hospital because I had him up in the air.
As you should. I feel like that's a reasonable reaction.
Put it this way, you never give a contractor all their money until they're done. A deposit, and then when they're done. And you here, you got Power Home Improvements.
I know. She didn't know that when the work started, okay? She didn't realize that.
You want to cheer up?
Yes. I would love to cheer.
We have a guest.
We have a guest, but maybe he could cheer me up. Before we bring him on, I just want to... Tonight's show, we were going to dedicate it to one of my rock and roll heroes. Lead guitar player from the legendary rock band Kiss has passed away on October 16th, 2025. Fell down the stairs, banged his head, and went into a coma in a couple of weeks, and then he passed away. But it was a big blow to all the fans in the rock and roll industry. Been listening to Kiss for 50 years, and I had the pleasure of being friendly with the guy opening up for him. And there's a lot of stories to tell down the road, but this show goes out to Ace Frehley, and hopefully our next guest that we're going to announce is going to get me out of it. So without further ado, he's a comedian, he's an actor. He was supposed to be our next president. Let's give it up for comedian Mike Marino. What's up, Mike?
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Nothing like introducing a comedian after a sad story. That's what I needed in my career.
Fix us,
I just
Mike.
want to say this really quick because I'm listening to your story about the gutter. You should have just got a hose and shot it, but, you got to do what you got to do. But all of a sudden, I don't know what it is. I feel like it's 1982 and I'm on a talk show sitting next to Madonna. And that's a big compliment because I would really like to have met Madonna then, not now. I don't care now.
Oh, I met her.
The old Madonna. But,
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
He's my favorite guest.
It's like a little scene from Saturday Night Fever all of a sudden. I feel like going, oh, come on, Stephanie, I can walk you. I don't know why I'm feeling that because this is Staten Island. It's not even Brooklyn.
Thank you so much.
Let me know if you have a problem. I'll come over with a hose.
Thank you. I
think we should go to a contractor meeting.
Exactly.
Yeah, don't pay him nothing.
What's the name of your crew? 2 Times Tony? Downtown what?
Downtown Ronnie and the boys.
There you go.
So I see your shirt says New Jersey's bad boy.
Yeah.
How'd you get that nickname?
Believe it or not, a long time ago when I started doing stand-up in Los Angeles, California, I became really friendly with Andrew Dice Clay.
Oh.
And he took me and a couple of guys out on tour.
Wow.
And everybody had a bad boy logo. His was Brooklyn's Bad Boy.
Okay.
And we had Boston's Bad Boy. They had Florida's Bad Boy. I became New Jersey's Bad Boy. And it just stuck. So I just kept going with it. I will give it up to Andrew Dice Clay, though. He did do the Garden way before the word social media and
Yeah.
podcasts.
Yeah.
And influencers. And
Yeah.
whatever you were talking about outside, the TikTok and whatnot.
You know who was huge? Uncle Floyd back
The
then.
best.
Yeah, on
the
public
best.
access television.
Mm-hmm. He's the forerunner. He's Jersey boy,
The Godfather.
Italian. Yeah,
Yeah, when I was a kid,
genius.
I
Played
used
a
to
bunch
watch.
of instruments.
Yeah. I remember when I saw the Ramones on there in like 1980, and I was like, "All right, this guy's pretty cool," you know. And the studio was no bigger than this, and had about 5 people clapping in the background. But yeah, Uncle Floyd was the man back in the day.
Played the piano with his little puppet.
We almost had him on the show a while ago, and they wanted us to pay him like a lot of money. I said, "Listen, we don't got no money. We got no budget."
We're broke.
All I wanted was toll money to come over the Outer Bridge crossing. I found out on the way over it's not Outer Bridge because it's out that way. It belongs to somebody.
Mary Outer Bridge.
Yeah, Mary Outer Bridge. I'm
no.
depressed now. I
Yes.
thought it was because it was over
Wait.
there.
Say
I
that
didn't know
again?
it was
What is
somebody's.
that? Are you joking or no?
I swear to God, it's named after Mary Outer Bridge.
Get the hell out of here!
Look it up.
What?
Mary
I
Outer
am
Bridge.
full of
Educational
useless
programming.
information.
You probably are.
Yes.
Wow, now I'm depressed.
Yeah.
Anyway, I wanted to ask you. So you've performed basically in every kind of venue.
So you're from Staten Island for sure?
Yes, you
Because
can
that was
tell.
so great the way you just
Yeah,
said. Because I want to ask you.
You would think she's like from
I'm
Brooklyn
like, wow.
too.
Isn't that great?
My parents are from Brooklyn, so maybe it's just residual,
Yeah.
residual
Wow.
New York.
Let me guess,
Terrible
Italian?
accent. Yeah, just a bit. But I wanted to ask you about the venues that you've played in. Which has been your favorite? So you've played in all kinds of comedy clubs, and now you said cruises and.
I've been a very, very
events.
lucky entertainer.
Yeah.
And I think my biggest, venue was Carnegie Hall. I did
Oh,
Carnegie
really?
Hall last year for Christmas.
Oh, that's amazing.
But then you start looking at things that are going on in the world today, and people don't even know what Carnegie Hall is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
How many followers do you have? Well, I played Carnegie Hall. Yeah, but do you have any followers?
I hate that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm from the era when if somebody was following you, they got hurt for following you. What are you following me for? Don't follow me. I'll follow you. What are you, nuts? You should follow his footsteps. What the hell are you talking about? And now you got to have a follower.
Yeah,
Hopefully
you
we'll
do.
pick up. Can I have a follower? Follow me. Where are we? We're in Staten Island via Brooklyn.
Yeah, one
Madonna.
club owner's like to the guy, "How many followers you got?" And the guy looked, it's like 500,000 followers. Found out the guy was underage. He couldn't get into the club.
Yeah.
You know, so it doesn't matter anyway. But yeah, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's
Get
crazy.
into what club?
Uncle Vinny's.
Oh,
What's Uncle
That's your
Vinny's?
boy. Listen, we don't. Yeah, listen. I want. Yeah,
It's
there's
almost better than Carnegie Hall. It's the biggest club in the world.
I plead the fifth on that one. We stay at. Yeah. What are you gonna do? It's a popular place, but yeah, I plead the fifth. What are you gonna do?
You plead the fifth.
There
Tell
are
me what it is.
incredible venues all around the world, and I've been so lucky and so blessed to play as many as I've wanted to,
Yeah.
from the biggest to the best to the worst, to a ballroom brawl to an open mic.
Yeah. What was the craziest thing you've seen while you're up there performing? Just
I can't really even remember anymore because it's crazy every night. You never know what you're going to get. And you have those nights where your performance is stellar and the audience is going nuts. And then you have a night where somebody says something stupid. And I'm at the age where I'm like, you know what? I'll jump off this stage and knock you out.
That's
I
right.
don't have the time anymore. I'd rather kick your ass. I don't know if
You
can
can curse on here.
You can curse. You know, I didn't even know F word was a dirty word till I moved out to California. I'm so Jersey. I thought it was like the word the. Then I get out there, they're like, wow, you curse so much. What the fuck you talking about?
I want to know where you got.
punctuation.
I want to know where you got the skit from running for president.
Oh, yeah. I love this.
Well, actually, that's a good topic because I'm going back on the Byron Allen show next week. I don't know when you air your show, but we're taping it next week, and it's going to be a big follow-up. This guy's got billions of people watching his show now. Comics Unleashed, the Byron Allen show, is the show I went on and said that if I was running the country, we wouldn't have sent the Army, the Navy, the Marine Corps to find Osama bin Laden, 2 Italians from Jersey, be back in 24 hours. Now, I had no idea at that time that was going to hit 15 million views in months. So now we're going to do the follow-up.
That's cool.
And the follow-up is going to be, because at that time I said, if we had an Italian president. Then I decided to run for president of the United States. Then we turned it into the TV series Make America Italian Again. So now we're going to do season 2. Now I'm going to go back on the show and tell them, you all fucked up. You should have voted for me.
Yeah.
I would have been in there. We'd have straightened everything out. And I'd have got rid of AI. I'd get rid of TikTok and all of that shit. Be gone.
Done.
I'd still be kicking people out of different places, but I've been doing it differently.
So how did
I'd
you
send
and
over a contractor that uses a hose to get your leaves out of your gutter.
how did you and Garry hook up?
We're neighbors.
No way.
That's
We-
weird.
we-
How did we hook up? We didn't hook up. We're friends.
I thought you were
I'm from
tonguing
the
each
80s.
other
Hooking
before.
up is, you know,
Yeah, hooking up.
getting a little action.
Yeah, okay, a little of this. We don't do that.
Little bada boom.
I'm
Not-
62.
not a
We can't
chance.
anyway. But I was telling Gary, I got engaged to a girl who's 20 years younger than me.
You?
Yeah, I got engaged. Thank you very
Get
much.
out of here. I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah, it just happened about a month ago. We've been dating for about a year, and then I said, you know, well, I've never been married. I have no kids. Let's just give it a shot. And so the new routines are going to be you know,
22
trying to
years?
stick it
Trying to
out
be
when you're in bed. You're like, you know, all night long, baby, like I did. And all right, listen, I need a sandwich. I need an Oreo cookie. Find me an Oreo cookie. Get your foot off my foot. I'm cold. Turn up the heat. It's cold in here. I'm supposed to be the president.
So 22 years? That's good.
22 years younger than me.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
Watch
she
out,
knocked
man.
one out.
She's nuts. I tell her all the time, what the hell are you doing with me?
She's laughing. She's having a good time. Is what
We
she's doing.
laugh.
Yeah, I
And
bet.
that's,
So
that's,
much.
that's the most important
We're
thing.
constantly laughing.
Yeah.
And it's not really because I'm a comedian. That's just that, you know, I like to do funny stuff all the time. And thank God she actually loves that type of a thing.
Well, that's good.
We role play.
She
I pretend
Italian
I'm
or no?
somebody else. She's Italian.
That's good. She cook?
She does. Yeah.
That's great.
I mean, I'm good in the kitchen too.
Yeah,
I don't
you-
cook in
no,
the
you
kitchen,
are,
but
you
I'm
are.
good in the kitchen. I come in there with the maginette. Boom! Why is there a dent in your maginette? That's from Grandma.
No, listen. If I get, I don't know if I ever get married, it has to be a right girl. But yeah, I can't have a girlfriend that's no less than 10 years younger than me. At least 15,
Oh, it's great.
Why?
20.
It's great.
No, I was just saying, if I was to like have a woman in my life,
Why?
Because there's a lot of women in their seriously, you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
I don't know. A lot of women that I seen in the 50s,
Did you just say women's?
women's, yeah, women.
That's the plural.
A lot of women's.
Mahoney.
Yeah, there is Slip Mahoney.
You do look like him.
No, I'm better looking.
You know who he is, right?
Yeah, so the Bowery
You
Boys.
should do a little line from there.
I'll look it up and check it out. But anyway, a lot of the ladies that I came across with that I go on a date here and there with, they either got a lot of baggage or they're like in major menopause or they're pre-menopause or they're done with menopause and they don't want to be touched, or it's just I need a woman that can keep up with me, and not in that way.
Oh, boy.
But no, not that way. A woman that's going to run around. They go on vacations and have fun and go to the movies and go to dinner and just chill out and just have a bowl of popcorn.
Well, I would like to invite you to expand your mind and recognize that that's not a whole age bracket that is that way.
You know.
That it's probably just these, maybe a few
It's hard.
women that you've come across that happen to be in that
That's a
age
good thing.
bracket.
The hardy.
I'll wait
listen,
for the audience
Come
on that
on,
one.
man.
The older you
I am
get,
way
the
too
harder
fast
it
for
is
this
to
show.
meet. I mean, to get someone compatible.
Yeah.
You know, unless you want to settle, and I'm not in the settling market. You know,
There's no settling
There's
no
no
more.
settling.
no.
What do you mean? No, there's no settling.
No.
Nobody
Let
wants
me
to
tell
be,
you something. We
Nobody
can
wants to
actually
be
talk
the
about
one
this
you
subject.
settled for.
It
Yeah.
came out of
You know what I'm
nowhere.
saying?
Yeah, how about that? We were talking about the neighborhood that he and I live in. It happens to be one of the safest neighborhoods in Jersey because of me and him.
Yeah.
You realize
That's
that?
nice. Is
Yeah.
your face like just plastered everywhere?
What? No, they just think we're both in the mob. They have no idea. They know, oh, it's them two.
We're not.
It's
We're
those
not.
two guys. It's them two over there to keep the neighborhood safe.
Johnny B.
It's so funny, too.
I got to move in over there and have some fun with you.
Jersey.
Yeah. So I asked
Like
my
literal neighbors, like next door to each other, or
no,
like in
we're
the
about
neighborhood?
6 blocks away.
Oh, well, still
That's
very
very
close.
close.
Yeah,
How come
that's
he's
very
never at the
close.
parties with us?
He's always on tour. Poor guy. He's always invited.
I'm still
He's
waiting-
got an open door
I'm
policy.
still waiting to come on one of those cruises with you, my friend.
These brand new cruise ships are monsters.
Yeah.
They have
seat
everything.
8,000 people.
Yeah.
I'm good by myself. I just walk around.
There's so much to do. That's where you can meet a fun lady.
Yeah.
Is on
Yeah,
a cruise.
there
Yeah,
you
I
go.
know.
Okay, and
Yeah.
a lot of single
Yes.
people
Yep,
at that.
there
you know?
and the nursing home.
Isn't
Yeah.
what is it, Virgin, whatever their thing
Virgin-
is.
They're not virgins on there.
No, they're not.
No.
Their whole thing is geared towards singles.
Yeah.
You know, no kids allowed, that kind of situation.
I'm good by myself. I just plant myself with some suntan lotion on the thing and got my earphones on. I'm good.
Yeah.
You know what?
But we're not meeting ladies with the earphones
No, but
plugged in.
you got to let them see the merchandise first.
I see. It's a meat market.
Yeah,
That's what
kinda.
he's into.
Well, he thinks he's gonna walk around there like
No, listen. I'm not.
Johnny B's over here.
I'm not going on vacation to meet my next wife, but I'm going to go have some fun if it's able to. But you never know. You might meet somebody that you might click with. You know.
No, go on a cruise.
You never know.
Make sure you're nice and drunk, because then you'll see what the real me is the next day.
Oh.
You know?
But Johnny B was having trouble this weekend, though.
As long as I can sleep,
Recovering.
recover. I don't want to get some sleep.
So I was asking Mike, you got to realize something. He gets he showed me yesterday, he got probably 40 texts. Right?
40, really? That
Yeah.
many?
And phone calls. So I said, okay,
So busy.
out of 20 phone calls and texts, how many aggravate you?
20.
But what are they texting you? What are they saying?
I don't know.
You wanna come
I've been
hang
in show
out?
business too long. I get the dumbest questions. Where I'm near people who should not be in this business.
Of course.
Constant.
Is it
What
people-
time is the show? Is it at 8 o'clock?
I
It's 8
hate
o'clock?
that.
Can you get me comps? Is there comps? Do I go in the front or I go around the back?
Yeah.
What time did you say it was? When
You
is
got-
it going to be?
you gotta
What
block
town
that
is it
out.
going to be?
Oh, no.
Thousands. Watch what you wish for. Of course, you want the fans,
Yeah.
but you have personal friends who ask the weirdest questions.
Yeah.
Because they're the ones who have your cell phone number. It's not like strangers got my
You
cell
should just
phone
tell
number.
them, like, nobody talked to me before a show. I don't care if it's like
Can
1
you
in
get
the
me in?
afternoon.
They don't listen,
no.
but
No, I
people.
can't.
The
I
day
gotta
that-
I
know
get
anybody.
text messages like, "Why don't you get me a couple of complimentary tickets?" And I says, "All right, let me see what I can do." Yeah, because we just paid $300 to see Sebastian, so we're broke.
Oh.
Yeah, don't tell you
You
that.
spent $300 to see another comedian, but you want tickets to see me for free? I mean, come on. But that's what we deal with.
I think he's funnier than that.
I would
guy.
hit him up
I
2-3
think
weeks
he's funnier
before
than
your show if
Sebastian.
I needed a free pass. I wouldn't tell you the night of. The worst is with two. A lot of people do, even your friends with the shows, podcast, my late night show. What time is this? What's the address? I hate that.
You want to hear a
Yeah.
funny story?
Every time.
I had my back surgery. I had my back surgery on a Thursday. I had tickets to see Mike that Saturday
And
at NJ Pack. So I got the tickets. I went online and put Mike Marino NJ Pack. So I don't get NJ Pack. I got some Fugazi fucking service. So I bought tickets through this Fugazi whatever it was, service. I get there, they didn't have my name at will call. So I got scammed.
Third
And
party.
I took gummy bears that night too because I don't like taking
Yeah.
drugs. I
Yeah.
don't like taking Percocet and that shit. I won't.
Yeah,
I won't do
yeah.
that. And I was fucking smashed. They're wheeling me around in a wheelchair. That's how bad I was. And it wasn't for my back. It's because I was like this.
No.
Yeah. And I had to call him that night. I said, Mike, I can't get in.
These are actually cool, fun stories, though, because NJ Pack is probably the most famous theater in the state of New Jersey.
Oh, it is?
Is it?
It is. It's famous. Been there for 1 billion years, and the biggest to the best play there.
What
And I was
town is
lucky
that in,
enough-
Mikey?
Newark, New Jersey, and I'm lucky enough to do it once a year.
Yeah.
But there are scam ticket places out there, and they're third parties, and they'll take your money, and then when you go to the theater, they're going to look at you like, well, where did you get that?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But they were aware of it, so I called the front and I said, send Garry around the back. And around the back, we're with Nick Villalonga, who wrote the movie Green Book,
Okay.
and his
Nick,
brother
yeah.
Frank
Who's
at
gone.
the time.
May he rest in
So
peace.
they're coming to see the show, And I got a new sponsor that night, and it was the Zeppela mix. How you can make Zeppelas, or however you say it.
Zeppeli?
Zeppeli. My mother said I'd Zeppeli.
Zeppeli.
Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I only knew the Italian version of Zeppela. Zeppeli. I can't even say Zeppeli.
Zeppeli.
Say it how
That's
you
what
say
my
it. Who
father
cares?
called him.
Yeah,
So when I was on stage and everybody was out there laughing and joking, I decided, let's see if I can't plug my sponsor. So I did this story. I says, you remember when you were a little kid and your mother brought you to the feast and you put that Zeppela in your mouth and the powdered sugar was all over your face and your mother thought you were cute and she kissed you all over your face. Then you became a teenager and you took your first date to the feast and you said, hey, I want to get a Zeppeli. And the girl was all, oh, look at me. And then you got another kiss with the sugar powder on your face. Then you became in your 40s and your 50s and you said, I can't eat that shit. I'm going to get constipated. Well, I thought that sponsor was going to have a heart attack.
That's great.
But that lighthearted, joyful thing got him a deal in supermarkets because there was a guy from ShopRite Supermarkets in the audience watching the show. He went right over to that guy and he goes, is he talking about you? And he goes, yeah. And he goes, come on, let's get you on my show. So away we went. Then sadly, the next day, I always wanted to be in the news, in TMZ, and the news says, Frank Villalonga, brother of Nick Villalonga of Greenbrook, the movie Green Book, dies and gets thrown in a trash compactor in, what was it, the Bronx?
The Bronx.
And last seen at Mike Marino's performance at
That's
NJ
right.
Pack.
I saw him that night. I couldn't believe it.
And I'm saying to myself, I'm in a mess. Oh,
Yeah.
what a messed up thing.
Yeah, it was
Could
terrible.
you imagine?
Oh no.
The very
Showbiz.
next
I wouldn't want
day.
my name there either.
Yeah, the very next day. It was
Showbiz.
very, very sad.
You know what I miss back in the day, before all these Ticketrons were out, when you were just able to buy tickets from a Ticketron. Say whether
Scalper.
that or they were in the bowling alley. And, they were all over the places, Ticketrons. But there was a guy named Benny. I don't know if you guys remember him. He was from Brooklyn.
Was he with the Jets?
He was a big bookie. I would get all tickets for everything. I'd have Kiss tickets. I'd have everybody tickets, and they used to come to my house at my Bay production office. It was great. And Benny used to come. He was an old man. He was a bookie, and I made a lot of money that way. But then he died. But yeah, those were the good old days, man. When you could just get tickets. Zigzag Records on Staten Island.
They had it.
Everyone had tickets, and we used to know people there, so we would give them money before the tickets even went on sale. Take them out.
I worked at Macy's. In the
Macy's had 'em.
In the watch department.
Yeah.
Right across in the watch department was Ticketron.
You're right.
So I would talk to the girl and say, what concerts are coming up? She'd go, oh, we got Yes at Madison Square Garden. Oh, yeah? Get me the best seats.
Yeah.
Boom. Yeah, it was awesome.
Like Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Damone.
That was. Oh, he was great.
He was the
right?
best.
What was
I woke
his
up in
name?
such a good mood.
Yeah, what's his real name?
I don't know, but he was great in that
Judge
movie,
Reinhold?
man.
No, not Judge. He was Damone. He was the guy who sold the tickets.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember.
Did you
his
watch
name.
Fast Times at Ridgemont High?
No.
That was great. That was Sean Penn's, breakout.
Oh, okay. Of it.
It was, what was his name?
Jeff Spicoli. Remember he had the
Yeah, he actually,
yeah.
Mikey actually does a kind
Version,
of spoof of Jeff Spicoli, and you ever see him? He
Oh,
does.
yeah?
Yeah, he's got the family. Mikey was a
During
surfer back
during
in
the
the day.
pandemic, since we couldn't go out and be around people, I created my family and I talked to myself. I can't even talk to the one person I was doing because people get offended now.
Well, you
I was
surfed?
doing a girl.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
my brothers
can't-
still do. Everybody's still on the Jersey Shore.
No, but you?
Oh yeah.
I can't picture you on a surfboard.
You want to know something? I knew them from having. We didn't know each other like that, but I used to see him out in Montego Bay. You know,
Montego Bay.
remember Montego Bay? Is
Yeah.
that before you? So I would see Mike hanging out in Montego. We were just talking about it. I used to start off on the beach drinking. Then we go to DJ's happy hour, which is like
Yeah, man.
4. That's what it was. We hit all the happy hours. And then we would go to Montego Bay, which was another one. And then there was Mary's husband's pub. Was that it?
Montego Bay. A lot of girls from Staten Island look like you.
Really?
Yeah, with the hair up,
And they're
though.
How
dancing.
fun.
Like this.
It was so crowded. Everybody just danced like this.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so much fun.
That's before the
great.
Jersey Shore was around. If they filmed us when we were growing up in the Jersey Shore and the partying and
They would
things
not
that
be
we
able
did,
to air it.
they wouldn't be able to air it.
Yeah, I can see
Oh,
that.
I think it would have.
Well-
He found some vintage stuff.
I got some
right?
stuff I'm going to be airing.
He's got some vintage stuff from
Yeah.
when he went to the turtle races.
We filmed
Oh,
everything.
where?
really.
Screwy Lewis? Turtle Wrestlers?
Screwy Lewis.
What was his name? What was the
Huey
guy?
Lewis?
No, there was a guy like Screwy
Screwy.
Lewis Turtle Races.
Screwy Lewis.
What am I, funny? Fucking Gary.
It was
Gary's
the place called
done.
Mary's Husband's Pub.
Yes. But what was the guy who
What's
did
the
it?
turtle race? What are the turtle races?
Yeah,
Yeah, little turtles. We run up and down the
Yeah,
track.
Literally.
Yeah,
I thought
yeah.
it was
People
like
would bet
something
on
to do
them.
with
Yeah.
surfing.
But listen,
It's a
you
real
got to
thing.
realize something. When they had the turtle races, everybody was fucked up because we all did this conga line. It was like a crub crawl, a pub crawl.
Yeah.
I said a crub crawl. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we used to go there.
They used to do it on Staten Island too. Robert Spoli outfit when he used to run excuses. You remember?
Yeah.
They had the turtle races there. But what was his name? Was it Screwy Lewis? It was something what they
No,
called it.
Huey Lewis.
No, it wasn't Louis. I think it was Screwy Lewis. It was called something. I got to ask Rick Spoli. Next show I'll tell you what the right word is.
Okay. You gonna ask Rick?
Yeah, because
Wow.
stuttering Rick. We love you, Rick. Rick's running the Haunted Mansion right now. Used to run the from the Chrysler Mansion. Now he's down Pouch Camp up in.
Oh wait, they have a spook fest there.
Yeah. He's been running it for years, Rick. He does good.
I tell you, every one of those places, the haunted maze.
Yeah.
Do you take your kid pumpkin picking? Or?
Yeah, so we went out to a place in Jersey. It was an Italian farm, to believe it. Just something. Gia Maurice Farms.
Where is it?
Easton? No. Is that a place
That's
in Jersey?
Pennsylvania.
No. It was Jersey. It's like 40 minutes from here. I don't know. I'll think of it and I'll get back to you.
They have apples.
They have apples. We did the apple picking. They had the pumpkin patch.
'cause
They
I
also
wanna-
have like
I
a
wanna go
regular
pick
farm.
apples.
You can pick like other vegetables and stuff like that. We did a corn maze. We couldn't get out.
You couldn't get out of the corn maze?
No, bro, we kept like 3 times. My daughter is so amazing too. She's 5. You think she would have gotten like freaked out or something, and instead she was like, "Let's try again." Every time we went in, we just kept coming out the entrance. I don't know how.
So what happened?
Nothing. We didn't get through it. We quit after
you-
3 times.
Oh boy, you quit in the corn maze.
It was an hour and a half later.
They should have given you a T-shirt.
Done. No, and the guy that was supposed to wait in the truck for us took off. I think he gave up on us.
That could be such a great setup for a routine, an Italian farm. We're going pumpkin picking. How about you? Nah, we're going to go get some cheese picking.
Pick mozzarella.
How'd
off
you
the
get out of
tree.
the
Oh, that
corn
would be
maze? We knew a guy named
amazing.
Malachi. Please, somebody get that joke.
I get
please.
it.
No, I don't know about corn mazes, but and I think that what they do now is they have people, jump scare you in the corn maze.
Yeah, I don't like that, and I hate
It's
clowns. If anybody was a
Yeah.
clown, they came out to try and spook me.
That would be the
weasel.
instinct,
A
right?
lot of
That's
people
why I
don't
think
like
I should
clowns
go.
for some
I think I
reason.
would just
No,
tighten
I
up
hate
on
clowns.
somebody.
Not anymore.
I hate clowns. Don't come out of the woods. Don't come out of a bush. You will get knocked the fuck out.
Look at the red nose on that clown. What do you think happened? Gary punched him right in the head. He said, boo. He said,
What do you do at Halloween?
just like bums.
Do you like give out candy,
Yeah, of course.
or
I
do you leave it outside? Are you
No,
one
I
of
give
those
it out.
people?
I
Yeah?
mean, the problem with my block is I'm on a dead end street, and there's 3 houses on the street.
Okay.
So a lot of kids will walk by the 3 houses, not realizing the goods that we got at my house.
Right.
So what happens is I wind up with a
lot.
ton of leftover candy that I wind up fucking eating.
Of course.
And I don't want it in the house.
Yeah.
If it's not in the house, I won't eat it.
Yes,
But I Jones for candy. I love it.
Yeah.
All of us,
What's
forget
your
it.
Especially
favorite?
Jolly Ranchers. Oh my
Jolly
god.
Ranchers, like the old
Jolly
school, like
Ranch.
the
The old school,
hard
what-
ones. The like.
When we were kids, we used to get a bar.
Yeah.
It was
They
like
still
10
have them.
cents for the
Yeah.
bar.
Yeah.
And I would buy. There was a pretzel guy outside my school. He used to get me a hot pretzel, and he had these Jolly Rancher things for 10 cents. So I'd buy
Great.
probably 10 and a pretzel.
Yeah, the press.
Imagine, and I'm in the class going,
Yeah, all that
and
sugar.
pissing the fucking teacher off. Then I'd be like Cornholio.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a cute joke for Halloween.
Okay.
So when we were kids, an Italian family growing up, I wanted to go out for trick or treat. My mother said, "You're too young, so you could trick or treat down the basement." I said, "All right, give me a costume." So she put a colander on my head, a wooden spoon in one hand, an oven mitt over the other hand, and a dirty dish towel around my neck. And I stood there with the colander, the wooden spoon. I was in my diapers. And I said, "All right, Ma, but who am I supposed to be?"
Yeah.
She said, "You're al dente." Thank you very much. I'll be here all night. And for 40 years, I thought al dente was an action-adventure hero from Italy.
Mike, before we wrap it up, what's going on? You got any? I know you've been dabbling for years with acting and everything. You got anything coming up?
Well, I did do the movie Silent Partners with Garry.
That's right. I saw you
Who got
with
me
that,
in the
yeah.
movie. Thank you very much. And I get to play his nemesis in the movie. We did a lot of scenes together, which
not
was
my
really
nemesis. You were my consigliere.
Yeah,
I'm still waiting for a little scene, Garry. Come on,
Yeah, I got to find the right movie.
hook it up.
You know, the next time they need a Slip Mahoney, I'll make sure that you're a shoe.
Listen, anytime you need a guy that has that golden look, you
You
let
know
me
that
know.
look.
Yeah.
Anytime you need
Like
that
Kirk
look, you know where
Douglas.
to go.
And everybody can find me on my social media at Mike Marino Live. And I also still do my podcast live from my mother's basement every
amazing.
Tuesday night at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, that live from your mother's basement. That's another one. I try to get on this show. I had to
It's a
pass
pain in the ass.
The COVID fucking test.
do
This
COVID
test.
testing.
Yeah,
I had to
that's
get the
over.
flu shot. I was like, the heck with this thing. I told the lady, I go, forget it. Too much trouble.
It's a lot of trouble. I don't even like going. And I have to go. It's in my house.
By the way,
Do you have to do all that? Every
Yeah, let me
time?
see
Not
that.
anymore,
What do you
no.
got there?
During
Look,
the
what I
pandemic,
got.
we did.
Yeah,
Yes.
for sure. But that's smart.
look at that. We got the
Look
break,
at that merch.
Breaking Balls with Johnny P
Move the
t-shirts.
mic a
There's
little
going to be
bit.
a lot of
Move the
swag coming out very soon.
maybe hats.
We're going to have hats,
Coffee
mugs, girls' dongs. We're going to have guys' boxer shorts. We're going to have baseball jerseys.
He's got underwear.
V-necks
Had the
for
right reaction.
V-necks for the woman. Everything.
V-necks for the womans.
With the woman's. He's got underwear.
Yeah, he does.
You do?
Yeah.
Does it say "Make America Italian Again"?
No.
On the front, on the back, it says "Get the bat,
Wait.
Yeah.
get whacked."
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
Get the bat.
Bikini bottoms.
So what about the
Boy shorts.
website?
I love it.
MikeMarino.net.
All right, Mike.
Mike,
Thank-
you're so great.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for
Right.
coming on. Make sure you come on again. And we'll be looking forward to Garry Pastore, the captain. It's always a pleasure, my brother. And Concetta Rose,
The beautiful.
you
Concetta
opened
Rose.
up. You shined like a star
Look
tonight.
at me shining,
that
you
you
guys.
are.
It's
This-
Mike. As long as we have Mike here.
The
we'll be
shining
all right.
star.
When after the mic stop and all that, maybe we need to talk about these contractors.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
no,
yeah,
definitely. And we gotta say,
Coming to
hello to, hey John, Lou Martini,
Lou Martini
Jr.
Jr., who was not here and very sad.
with the white hair. Lou, we'll see you somewhere down the road, all right?
Miss you,
And
Lou.
I'm Johnny P. Always remember, it's always nice to be nice, but whose balls could you break today? Good night.
Good night.
Breaking balls with John.